Is Witchfire just Destiny without the live service rubbish? Is Witchfire Marathon without the PvP? Are Witchfire's developers just Bungie, only better? We are gonna talk about Witchfire, but I can't do that until I talk about Destiny. And it will all make sense, so bear with me. As a day one Destiny player, I played every single piece of content from that game. Over the years, I began engaging less and less with Destiny 2, and specifically the multiplayer aspect of the game. As the franchise continues to demand more time from an aging player base, it's becoming crystal clear I ain't the only one. Look, Destiny as a franchise has too many problems to list out here, but if I had to pick the one that stands out the most, is that it's lost that magic of mystery and exploration. This channel was built on posting guides on mysterious quests from D1, and as someone who loves playing solo, exploring strange worlds, and discovering secrets, no other game did that better than Destiny 1. And that's why I was instantly drawn to Witchfire. When I first saw its reveal teaser in 2017, I was like, oh, the gunplay, the enemy movement, the abilities, it all looks like it plays like Destiny. It wouldn't launch until 2023 on the Epic Game Store, so naturally I waited till September 2024 when it finally arrived on Steam in early access. Developed by the Astronauts, the Polish studio behind Painkiller and Bulletstorm, Witchfire is the dark fantasy shooter that feels like it was built specifically for the solo Destiny player. I will do another review when Witchfire leaves early access into 1.0, I assume by the end of 2026, but I can't wait to tell you why right now, even in its current version, Witchfire is already everything I expected it to be and more.
I know what I've done, and I need to pay for it. Dead, hunting witches, with witchfire in my blood. I'm a sinner, an abomination, and our only hope.
In Witchfire, you play as a prayer, a repentant servant of a holy order. Using a mix of firearms and forbidden magic, you are tasked to hunt down a powerful witch. The high-level loop is simple. Kill enemies, gather a powerful resource known as Witchfire, get back to your base, and utilize Witchfire to level up. As Witchfire's game director Adrian Himelage put it, a heist game. Yep, pretty much an extraction shooter, just solo. Part of Witchfire's gameplay structure will feel immediately familiar to any Destiny fan who remembers that D1 magic of launching into a world without any hand-holding. You embark on expeditions, which function much like planet destinations from Destiny. You explore the sandbox levels, you clear out pockets of enemies, you can choose to work your way up to fight a destination boss, or just hunt for secrets in witch vaults, which in essence are legendary lost sectors from Destiny. Some have puzzle mechanics, others are more combat focused, and some end with a boss fight and loot to pick up. However, Witchfire adds an extra layer of gameplay to the mix. It's a roguelite where when enough enemies are cleared, a random set of power-ups is presented to you to choose from. With these new temporary buffs for your run, the risk versus reward is presented to you. Do you extract with what you have, or do you push forward and face more enemies for a chance at more resources and loot, and maybe risk losing it all? And with this loop, Witchfire kept me saying just one more run. In a recent blog post, Adrian said, "We are about isolation, exploration, planning, and most of all, autonomy." Doesn't that philosophy just scream Destiny 1? But Witchfire takes it up a notch. You see, a typical run begins before you even set off, with you setting your own personal objective. And because you can only take one loadout for a run, the game makes you think strategically on how to best achieve your goal. Do you want to kill a boss, loot a vault, or just a quick resource farm? Are the environments more long range, close quarters, a mix? Should you level up a weapon or a spell while you're out in the field? Will that handicap your run? And with enemy clusters and loot in randomized locations, no two runs are exactly the same. Sometimes you gotta just forget being tactical, be like Leroy Jenkins, and dive headfirst into the fray. You might now be thinking, this all doesn't matter, because no other shooter feels like Destiny anyway. See, that's the thing. Early in development, whenever a member of the Witchfire team had a design question, Adrian's answer was often, see how Destiny does it. The astronauts obsessively researched those invisible design solutions that make Bungie's gunplay so snappy and allow for precise aiming even on a controller. All this gameplay you're watching, it's all on a controller. If you've spent any time with Destiny, you know that feeling. It's the same best-in-class gunplay that keeps you coming back. And let's be honest, sometimes you want that top-tier FPS experience without all the live service nonsense. It's no surprise that the guns are the stars here. There's no blue, purple, yellow tiered system here, and no random stat rolls. Every weapon in Witchfire is designed to feel unique, coming across more like a curated Destiny exotic, with each gun having its own mechanic to master. Is your favorite Destiny gun the Last Word or Sunshot? Witchfire has a gun that hip fires and sets enemies on fire. How about Kvostov meets Risk Runner? Yep, Witchfire has a gun that damages multiple enemies and spreads lightning. Mix this all with the sprint, slide and double jump movement, and any modern FPS fan will feel at home with the combat. And Witchfire's combat is everything. Mood and atmosphere make up a lot of the Witchfire experience. It's heavy, dark, spooky, tense, and can get chaotic. Visually speaking, think about the best Destiny expansions, and most of you would mention the dark fantasy aspect of the franchise, the Taken King, Forsaken, or the Witch Queen. Witchfire is right there, sitting somewhere between the occult and gothic style of Bloodborne and the tense atmosphere of Infinity Blade, as you traverse abandoned castles, squaring off against brutish abominations. Alright, hold up. Do you remember Infinity Blade? That game was before its time. It was sci-fi, dark fantasy, roguelike, with weapons you can level up from fighting monsters. I loved that game, and it's probably why Witchfire clicked with me. Okay, back to Witchfire. So what is the overall gameplay loop for Witchfire? You shoot, you cast spells, you master your movement, learn enemy moves and vulnerabilities, chase loot, level up traits and gear, and when you hit the end game, you build craft, and do it all again. All of this comes together to provide second-to-second tension, minute-to-minute action, and hour-to-hour anticipation. It's taken the best parts of Destiny and stripped it of the live service bloat, and most importantly, brought back that sense of mystery and wonder. As of publishing this video, Witchfire in Early Access already has 5 destinations, over 50 enemies and bosses, 26 weapons and 17 spells. The full release is planned to have more content across all categories, as well as inject a layer of diegetic story that will hopefully give more player agency and world building. I haven't even touched the audio design in this game. Sound effects, gun effects, and ambient noise, it is top tier, and I will get into that when the full release drops. That said, this is still an early access game. and balance tweaks between updates can swing builds from overpowered to just fine. And with so much visual and audio feedback thrown your way, some runs blur together, and difficulty spikes can feel uneven, especially when enemy density stacks against you. So there's still friction here, but it feels like the friction of a game that's being sharpened and not padded out. By the way, Destiny is a game I'm still playing on the regular and having fun with, so it's not that Witchfire is better than Destiny, but where Destiny asks you to organize your life around its systems, Witchfire asks you to master yours. And after years of being told that this is just how modern shooters have to be, Witchfire quietly proves otherwise. As of publishing this video, Witchfire is already too good to be in early access, and in my opinion, absolutely worth it. If you've enjoyed the video, go ahead and watch these ones too. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to support the channel. Let us know your thoughts below. Until the next one, be good to each other.